Alright folks, the deck is Odd Warlock. The goal of the deck is to make use of the fact that our hero power does not damage us so that we can make our way towards our 5-mana cards like Amorphous Slime, which will bring into play either Dar'Khan or Flesh Behemoth to summon the Dar'Khan so that we can get a bunch of copies of them, use Habeas Corpses to bring them back, and double the end of turn effect with Drakkari Enchanter. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle or here on YouTube. Alright, I'm noticing that some of you did not like the stream, and my attorneys will soon be serving you with the appropriate paperwork.
Well met.
What's
Benno.
this inverted exclamation mark?
I am watching that inverted exclamation mark. Thank you, Benno. And also, someone just subbed on Twitch. What happened there? Kit. Thank you for the Twitch sub. Alright, let's find the 5-mana card. Are your attorneys Harvey Birdman? Oh man. Haven't thought about that show in a while. Did you get that thing I sent you? Soulmere. Thank you for the super chat.
Hi Roffle.
Hi.
I've watched your YouTube videos for a while now and always hear about how people make money off super chat.
Yeah,
how
me.
do I get my YouTube money?
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you need to start up either a Twitch or a YouTube channel, stream something, post it onto YouTube, and after about 5 or so years of creating content, you'll develop a rather large audience if you're lucky.
Well met.
And people will randomly just start throwing money at you.
Attorneys are giving me money.
Is that what they're doing with the retainer that I put them on? Unbelievable. I thought I could trust them.
Well met.
What is going on? There's a hype train on Twitch. I'm not
Like
streaming on
this
Twitch right now.
Somehow he managed to get me charged under the Endangered Species Trafficking Act.
Yeah. Yeah, I hire the best bird attorneys. What is going on? Thank you to MXF for the Prime and Qbox for the Prime. Is this just some of you guys like remembering to use your Prime right now when I'm live?
Weird because you gave us your opinion on pigeons.
Yeah, my opinion is not an opinion. I said they're not real, which is a fact.
Well met.
Kali, thank you for the 5 gifted subs on Twitch. Is this the new meme now? Is this the new funny haha we give Roffle money thing? D-Sauce, thank you for the super chat.
It's not randomly giving you money. We are getting paid for this.
I just cannot express how untrue that is. Kit, thank you for the gifted sub.
Hello, this is the YouTube mind control voice. You will all be sued if you leave.
That's true.
Roffle said it.
Yeah.
Now stay and enjoy your overlord, Roffle.
You better, or I will sue you. Really didn't want that to happen.
I'm late. I'm late.
What once was cloudy shall become clear.
Okay, so we just double the full-blown evil here. I'm still disappointed they didn't name this fell-blown evil. Like, come on. Hire me, Blizzard, but also don't. I don't really want to work there. Austin, thank you for the super chat.
Wait a minute, it costs money to send these?
What?
We have
What did you think?
secrets.
Yes, of course. Wait, why? I haven't even changed the thumbnail for the deck I was previously playing. Why? How did you guys get here? Did you? It was still the Outcast Demon Hunter.
Your signature is required.
My
Nobody
Roffle
told me.
to go soy 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 soy.
Are you trying to call me a soy boy? Thank you, Austin and Christmas Tree Larry, for the super chats.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
Ow. This is be a little bit problematic. Jeez. How did you guys get here? Who would click on the same thumbnail? Oh man, I'm so embarrassed.
Austin is lying. Super chats pay us the viewers.
I wish that were true.
Well met.
God, what is going on?
What's troubling you?
It's another Twitch sub.
Wait, you guys are
Kopi,
getting
thank you for the
paid.
prime. No, they're not getting paid. I promise you. You don't need to feel left out. You're fine.
We're not done with you yet.
Oh my God, this game is a nightmare sometimes. All right. Turns out Secret Mage is still good. Thank you, Alex, for the super chat. Oh my God. I'm losing my mind right now. There's so many alerts going off on so many different platforms. It shouldn't happen that way. Eric, thank you for the super chat.
I'll take a double with extra cheese, please.
Wouldn't that make it like a triple double or a
Well
quadruple
met.
double?
Wait, this isn't
But-
YouTube.
Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, it's not YouTube. That's what. How'd you get there? Stay here. Don't open a new tab. My view count's dropping so that you can do the Twitch sub meme. Thank you, Fancy Footwork, for the prime.
I see you brought gifts.
None will survive. Armor! Lightly used armor. Break it, you buy it.
Job done.
D-Sauce, thank you for the super chat.
It's nice Quick, to be able to make
someone
money
pull
on
the
my
fire
fire
off.
alarm in Roffle's house so we can get more alerts going.
Not at the same time.
All it takes,
Oh my God, this is
care and death.
This is where I officially lose it, chat. Thank you, Kali and D-Sauce, for the super chats. Please don't pull the fire alarm. Oh my God.
Here for the tour. Break it, you buy it.
My god, we can overlay them. This power will be used for evil.
Well met.
I can turn them off.
You guys are chatting here? Hi, Roffle. Hi, YouTube.
Well met.
SUPER chat.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Scarlet Bird. Thank you, King is Fire, for the Prime. Appreciate the 2 years, Scarlet Bird. I hope that that was that was everything that you hoped for. And thank you, Kali, for the 100 bits as well. Oh God, it's Mill.
Break it, you buy it.
So much of my deck is about drawing cards.
Just for the YouTube viewers later, the hype train on Twitch is literally at level 4.
I didn't even see that, my God. What are you doing with your lives? Oh my God, thank you, Kali, for the 100 bits and the update. Okay, eventually we'll hit the Darman, right? Yeah! Why so angry? Jaraxxus is pretty good. I don't want to burn the Reanimators, though, if I can avoid it. But this coming turn, I can go Drakkari into Corpses. XOT1. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that support.
Well met.
Hype train. Woo.
Thank you, Benno, for the 11 months. I'm glad that this happened before the guff came down, at least. I would have liked to have gotten multiple copies. Oh my God, that's so bad. Okay, let's go here. Here. Here.
I do.
His reign ends now.
And then bonk him. The only other way that I can get to resummon Darman is with the Reanimator. Oh, I'm sorry that it got cleared, but thank you for the kind words, OTI. Can you stop making me draw cards? I don't want it anymore. I do not consent to being given this many cards. Ben, thank you for the super chat.
Roffle's giving away money like he's Mr. Beast with all these super chats. Should we call him Mr. Roffle now?
Jaraxxus, Eladon, Lord of the Burning Legion.
Well, I'm sure I'll get canceled for my generosity, right? Thank you, Ben.
His reign ends now.
Oh my God. Where are the Reanimators?
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Can you confirm this is the address you are paying us to break into?
Yeah, just make sure you deliver the Declaration of Independence once you're done with it. Everything else is up for yours. Thank you, Facepalm. Very cool. Appreciate that, Austin, as well.
many cards!
Inferno. Jordan, thank you for the super chat.
Oh Roffle, woe is he, his community jests at him so, his purity of mind is driven to madness by incessant questions of folly and money of all kinds from all places delivered to him unhindered. The IRS would like to see you.
What a beautiful poem. Thank you, Jordan.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor!
Wow.
Wow.
Thanks for the free money. Love watching your vids. Keep up the good work.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank you, King is Fire. And Gustavo, thank you for the super chat.
Scarlet Bird here.
Oh, hi.
2 years of sub extremely worth it, and I can get the money back with super chat.
It's not exactly true. Not quite, but I'm glad you're at least satisfied. Thank you for the super chat. Can I please get the Infantry Reanimator before... My god. Before I play the behemoths is what I'm looking for here. I want to be able to Brann the Reanimator. And then follow it with like a Drakkari Enchanter. Fine. Also fine. Austin, thank you for the super chat.
Do you think one day I could be George W. Bush?
You know what? Absolutely, I believe in you.
Not done with you yet.
Baron, thank you for the super chat.
What does the upgraded Death Knight hero power do?
You know what? What you can do is type that exact question into YouTube and my video will pop up on it.
It's running out of cards!
Wow.
Wow.
Super chat again, Mr. Roffle. Very kind streamer.
If you say so. Thank you, Fighter, for the super chat. We didn't get the Drakkari value. Roffle, I think you might need some card draw. Yeah. Don't worry, the opponent's got us covered. Mister, thank you for the super chat. I don't think we'll get there. Yeah, we'll go Marcelo.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
Unfortunately, that probably means they have another spreading plague, doesn't it? No way they have a cold eye, do they?
A toast to all who sought to kill.
Yes.
Still doomed.
Had a few too many cards there is all.
N'Zoth versus the Thunder King.
I am the slayer of
Okay.
kings
This is more of the matchup that we're looking for here.
servant of the Titan.
I hope.
Your time has come.
Let's coin the slime.
We have turned our
Yeah,
curse
I'm fine with even
into
shaman
our
here.
strength.
Like, this deck is more geared towards
Survive.
aggressive decks.
I see you've brought guests.
There's our Darman. Unfortunately, that makes the fleshy kind of bad. Yeah, welcome, Jason. What?
Break it, you buy it. Armor, armor, lightly used armor.
I haven't seen that in even shaman in a very long time. Oh, God. No.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Tempo Brann, best Brann. I don't know if I want to just, like, coin this out next turn because it's weak to devolve. If the Brann sticks, I probably will, but I don't think the Brand's gonna stick here, and that's fine. Wait, that's a devolve. That makes it a little bit easier to just coin the slime here. Jordan, thank you for the super chat.
Odd versus even, the ultimate showdown.
True, true. Not quite a long enough pause there, though, but, I mean, the text-to-speech man is doing his best.
Swiftly.
Surely they don't have second evolve here, right? Who made this deck? Are you asking who made the odd undead warlock deck that I'm playing? Is that the question? Probably that person that was arguing about Quest Mage being the top tier deck.
Don't call me Shirley.
Sorry, I forgot. Thank you, D-Sauce, for the reminder. On your stream in both platforms? I can't. I will lose my Twitch partnership if I do that. It is not a thing that is allowed. People run Vivid Spores. I mean, person singular runs Vivid Spores. Like, people also don't generally run Zapomatic, but like, the thing about even Shaman and most like even odd decks is that because they are centered so heavily around their hero power, that doesn't honestly matter that much what the cards are that you put in the deck, as long as you have the upgraded hero power.
For victory.
I think 3 mana, 4 Imp Summoner card is more consistent than Armor Bender. Well, that is a thought that you're allowed to have, but not one that makes sense in this deck. Because I will never want to play that card on turn 3 because of the way that the deck is constructed.
Nazoth versus Jaina.
Is there a good control deck to climb in Wild? Depends on your definition of good.
Ah, I see you've brought game.
None will survive.
Here for the door.
Hello?
Oh god, come on. This is a horrible matchup for me.
Your tour ends here.
You can count on me. I'm certified.
I'll go Spider.
Your tour ends here.
Job's done.
on me. I'm certified.
I just need to find a slime. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen though.
My hand is full. My hand is full.
Yeah, I think we're already too slow. They've got the ice block in play. Jordan, thank you for the super chat.
What's the lowest curve control deck you could do?
Probably like a Blood Death Knight. Or even Death Knight. Yeah, welcome, Kyle. Glad you made it to a stream.
Nazoth versus Queen Ashara.
Are you queuing into so many fun decks earlier?
Imperfections must be swept away.
All eyes shall be open.
Get the leftmost card again.
None will survive.
I don't know what their sweater has to do with anything, but...
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
God, are you... I'm not doing this again. It's a horrendously bad matchup for any deck that takes time to get going. Best mage back in the meta? At high legend, like it never goes away at high ranks. But it did just get like a slight buff with Vast Wisdom. I don't think it's good into most of the metagame.
All eyes shall be open.
They should nerf the quest to 3 or 4 mana. I disagree. I think they should just buff the parrot to 6 mana.
Our curse into our strength.
None will survive.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
Look at this, we don't even shed any armor here. Perfect. We hit the ooze or the slime. You're welcome, Ian. Let's draw 3.
Break it, you buy it.
Okay. I might want to hold back the slime until turn 6 when I can kill it with the plague, because they have dark transformation.
Destiny calls.
Possible I won't have to. Let's trade this. I don't want to crowd my...
None will survive.
I mean, hopefully one will. Being me. I'll clean that up next turn.
Who
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Pick me! Pick me!
It's a little bit concerning. We don't have a guaranteed hit on the
A dark
Starman here.
to defy death.
I had done a pretty good job of keeping their board clear too. Awful Slime is not undead. Okay, what? Who said it was?
You are unfit to serve.
What? Why are we talking about slime and whether or not it's undead?
We're not done with you yet.
Oh, Dark Transformation. Okay. You're right. I always forget that it only hits undead.
In my name.
That blood tap was pretty gross.
Nazoth versus Rexa!
Let the hunt begin. All eyes shall be opened.
It's con the only end of turn synergy for Drakkari Enchanter. Yeah. But it's also like the thing that our deck is built around entirely.
None will survive.
I see you brought guests.
Are we gonna play the video game?
Quickly.
Hey, welcome, Daisy. Yeah, we can heal through that. Why are you doing odd numbers? Because Baku requires that we only have odd cost cards in our deck. Magnavox, thank you for the super chat.
This is my first time donating and I want to get this right.
Okay.
Super chats are free when you play against a priest. I get to order food and YouTube still pays you money for your moon base. Is this correct?
Based on everything chat has told me, which I'm going to tell you now is factually inaccurate. That would be true, but yes, you did hit all of the memes correctly, at least. So from chat's perspective, you're doing everything right. Really giving themselves a good thonk here. What if we just never attack face with that? Hey, welcome, Wrath.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Worth that. Because, like,
All
explosive
jokes
trap,
aside,
right?
thanks for the hours of entertainment you have given me. You could use this money to change your name back to Roffle.
It's true, I could, but then what would my family think? I don't know. Like, our family's been going by just Roffle for a while now. Thank you, Magnavox, for the super chat.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
Unlucky. Oh, speaking of unlucky, that's horrendously bad for me. Okay. That's a good pickup at least.
If Roffle keeps criticizing Ohio's chili, we'll have a new meme.
Look, you don't have to... It doesn't take much to get me going on Ohio chili. What? That's actually the most tilting thing that has ever happened in my time playing Hearthstone. That's just an outrageous card to be running in that deck. There was no concern about silence at all. That's an absurd card to run in Questline Hunter. My god. I legitimately can't think of a worse deck for a Smothering Starfish. I don't think it exists.
Malfurion! I must protect the wild.
I feel your roots in the deep, awakening the nightmare.
Ah, I see you've brought gifts.
None will survive.
Spell Hunter still makes more sense in Spell Hunter than Questline Hunter. Because at least sometimes you have more minions to go face, right? Cool. That gives us more copies with the of the Habeas Corpses.
Free of that blasted tower, behold! Just a scratch!
That's a problem.
Haven't heard of me? You will.
I needed to hit a 1-mana minion.
My greetings.
Imagine BMing somebody playing an Odd Warlock, my god. How desperate do you have to be for wins to gloat over beating Odd Warlock? Alright, I'm actually going to cut the Renathal here, I think. And apparently crash the game. This is gone, these are gone, this gone. Here. Cool. A very odd deck build, Roffle. It is. Hearthstone having connection issues again? Wait, I was actually in a game?
You asked for it.
Virginity Gaming. Thank you for the super chat.
These YouTube ads about earning passive income was telling the truth after all. I am currently racking in fat stacks through this new super chat feature.
Oh my god, Chad has started the...
I see you've brought
Chili tier list stream time.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Survive.
All chili's kind of bad. Thank you though, Colleen, for the super chat. Do not want to do that again. Why did we suddenly just start queuing into all of the quest mages? What happened? Alright, there's actually another change that I wanted to make. I think the flesh behemoths are kind of bad in the deck, especially now that it's a little bit thinner. Get the second coil back in, because they mess up the reanimator, which is most of what this deck is trying to do. And then... There we go. Okay, finally not a quest mage.
Strong.
For Doomhammer.
All eyes shall be open.
Ditch Jaraxxus 2 IMO. Well, I'm glad I didn't ask for
We
your
have
opinion
turned
though.
our curse into our strength.
None
Jaraxxus is one of the Jaraxxus is the closest we've gotten to winning a game with this deck. How dare you? Hey, welcome, Noah. Cool. Now we just need the slime. Found it.
Here for the door. Here for the door.
Alright, can this deck beat the worst piloted robot in existence? 5, 7, 11. So probably have to full clear this. Which does leave the Amorphous Slime a little bit exposed. So I would like to find another clear effect. Do all decks you try end up as a YouTube video? No, some of them don't win. Just don't win, and so they just become punching bags that never make it to a video. Alright, I'm not a coward. We'll just win with Jaraxxus if they devolve this. Yeah, why devolve it? I'll just attack into it. Oh my god. I think what happened here is the innkeeper started feeling sorry for me, and so he queued up a game of Wild Hearthstone. Wreck him? I hardly knew him. Sufficient velocity. Thank you for the super chat.
This curse has become
If you post
our
100
greatest
super
curse.
chats, you can get tier 2 super chat. Then you get a share of all the super chats of people who saw your super chats.
That does not sound correct at all. But thank you for the super chat. Sufficient velocity.
What were the deck changes? I was too busy recovering from your take on Chili to see. Also for the viewers on YouTube who didn't see the deck change.
I cut Renathal. Ah! I don't remember what else. We just win
if you
next turn.
sign up 100 more people who post 100 super chats.
Oh my god, no.
Tier 3 super chat.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. You've created a super chat MLM. Thank you, Sufficient Velocity. I got Renathal and a variety of other things. I needed the Flesh Behemoths out too because they're like interfering with the Amorphous Slime. But we have lethal next turn with the Brann into Reanimator. Chat's now trying to create a pyramid scheme out of these super chats, in addition to the tax evasion they were doing earlier.
We're not done with you yet.
Oh, I'd like to thank the Academy, and most of all, our opponent, for that win. Super chat, MLM isn't a phrase I was expecting to hear today. It wasn't a phrase I was expecting to say today.
Nazar versus Nemzi.
It's clearly the mirror match. Kali, thank you for the super chat.
Excellent work, Sufficient Velocity. Your check is in the mail. It's that kind of Sigma grind set that we want in Super Chats Incorporated.
You've incorporated now? Who filed the paperwork? I mean, now it's actually appropriate that I refer to you, chat, as a single entity, since you are now an incorporated entity. Or a corporation.
None will survive.
Alright, please no disco. Looks like disco. Yeah, you do gotta go fast. Anything is faster than that, thank God. Kali, thank you for the super chat.
The best way to evade taxes is to incorporate.
Actually true. That may be the best piece of business advice chat has ever offered. And I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, and you can finally start writing off these super chats that you've been throwing at me. Win-win. Esauce, thank you for the super chat.
We are now one. All super chat dollars find out existence. We are beyond your mortal comprehension.
I mean, that's been true for a while, though, to be fair. You've been far beyond my comprehension for some time now, chat.
Hey chat, did you know that in addition to being subscribed here on YouTube, you with your Amazon Prime can also subscribe on Twitch for free? Wow.
And you know, it's actually free when you do that, too. So thank you, Jordan, for the reminder.
I have decided to join the war on misinformation. On the side of misinformation. Anyways, make sure to use my referral for super chats for a discount.
At least you've announced yourself as doing so. Like, that's important.
I do.
That's important. You're no longer just, like, completely gaslighting me and the rest of chat. So thank you, Zero Crow, for your honesty. That's appreciated. And you've been promoted here at Super Chats Incorporated. you are now the king of Super Chats Incorporated.
Got a tune with your name on it.
Elliot, thank you for the Super Chat.
Please replace Roffle with GPT-3 AI the investors.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, that's taking it too far. Look, I have value. I serve a purpose. Just because AI can, like, be an incredibly popular VTuber or run, reruns of Seinfeld that are out of control nonsense, doesn't mean that you can just replace any streamer with AI. I mean, it probably means that, yeah. It's not reruns? It's random nonsense? No, then I remember what all of the episodes that they've aired so far. What are you talking about? Alright, they're gonna need to hit their combo soon. But it is online with the, now that they're at 6 mana.
Then, if you reach the donation goal, then hopefully next TwitchCon, Roffle will carry a whiteboard and take your deck suggestions. Dono goal is for the moon base, so get to funding.
Yeah, we have to complete the moon base first, otherwise, like, it's just not gonna work. You coward! No! I wasn't done with you yet!
He is nervous, silly human. The singular entity that is Super Chat Incorporated makes note of your comedic existence. And like it.
No, no. I'm not nervous. I'm very secure in my job. I am not gonna get fired. You're not even the boss of me. You're not my supervisor. You don't own Roffle Incorporated, the thing that I just made up that includes all of the Roffles from Twitch, YouTube, Editor Roffle. It's even got Instagram Roffle in it.
I live once more. All eyes shall be open.
I really don't want to play against another Disco Lock. Especially not with this hand.
None will survive.
Are you AI Roffle? If not, which of these is not a bike? Don't be ridiculous. None of those are bikes. What do you think the super in Super Chat stands for? Supervisor? Oh my god. It turns out the Super Chats... The real Super Chats were the supervisors we made along the way. Oh, I'm not led. And I don't know what happened, but as soon as I swapped decks, we just started queuing into all of like the nonsense toxic decks. Kind of a bummer.
My time comes to an end.
Still good.
It's actually kind of fine for me.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
They're not playing the combo version, it seems like, so as long as they don't have like a Wicked Whispers or something this turn. That said, I do need to find like a Dark Skies. That works. I did say like a Dark Skies. I didn't say it had to be Dark Skies.
You are not the boss of me.
Got a tomb with your name on it.
If a Make-A-Wish kid asked you to play even Shaman or Secret Mage, would you?
Sure, if it were validated. Don't actually have a... Oh my god. I think we're dead. But I gotta tell you, I wouldn't enjoy it.
Wanna see the voodoo I do? Me take fruit.
What kind of trolley problem super chat question was that? Hey, look, we're not gonna run the kids over with the trolley if we don't, instead of playing even Shaman. Okay, well, this is just an unfortunate game of Hearthstone.
Hey Roffle,
Hi.
you can do it. It's just chili and cheese on a hot dog.
Ugh.
We don't punch Sonic as much for no reason. How do you think we fund all this?
Skyline Chili, is that you? Or is it Skynet Chili? Look, no free advertising. But you can't get free counter advertising here.
Is off versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Alright, let's show this priest how resurrection actually is done. Okay, good, we got our best card.
None will survive.
Tough turns from the opponent here. They were really having a big thonk about whether or not they drew Illuminate. Fantastic use of my time, thank you. Take it.
Sir, that wasn't resurrection, it was necromancy.
Close enough, it's all the same. Thank you, Zero Crow.
Oh cool priest, means that super chats are free.
No. Not even in chat's deranged world is that true. It's only when it's not a big priest.
Skynet Chili Incorporated, it has begun.
Alright, well, someone get on the horn with John Connor. Also, then somebody else like actually use a phone and call John Connor because a horn's not going to do anything.
Here for the tour?
Jordan, thank you for the super chat.
Hey Roffle, could we change the super chat sounds to the gnome private? I feel that she represents a great quality we as chat have. We are adorable. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, and humble too. Thank you, Jordan, for the super chat. I do probably need to change the super chat sound. I just haven't had the time to do so. Unfortunately, like, there are 2 cards that I need to draw in order to have a successful game in the near future. Good God. Sand is rough. Got to put the good cards in their deck, which is always nice for me.
Here for the tour? Your death brings me joy.
Okay, we hit the Darman. Less fine.
For all I've given, I knew my reward.
Beautiful.
YouTube told me that if opponents is priest,
No,
I get
no.
money.
No, I get money still. But also, YouTube has been telling you that if it's not a big priest, then you get money. So, you gotta keep the memes straight. Even if they're completely made up.
Last one, before I use up my disposable income for the month. If there was a chat versus chat Super Wild tournament, do you think we would win?
There's a chat versus chat. Yeah, I think you could beat yourself. I mean, the way some of you talk, I feel like many of you are constantly beating yourself. I just wish you wouldn't talk about it here.
Hey Roffle,
Hi.
First time tuning into a stream. Thank you for all the great content. Keep up the good work and sorry for the super basic message.
Honestly, after the messages I've been receiving, I'm happy that that was sane. So thank you. Thank you, Spider Cat.
Super chats are free? That's a nifty feature YouTube has. Now to kick this priest's butt.
I'm doing my best. It's they're not making it easy though. But thank you, Lichbane, for the super chat.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
We're not done with you.
I think it's actually just worth to rip this here. Because I don't want them getting it.
For all I've given, I do my reward.
As in your chat versus your colleagues' chats.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta tell you, you might have a hard time against some people's chats.
My super chat vote is Plague Scientist, calm down.
He is a doctor, after all.
My beating myself is my business.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't need to share it with me. Or the rest of chat. For that matter. How do I win from here? I think the answer is I don't. Just sad. Because I want to win.
Infinite truths.
Recompense.
Is close at hand.
Well, thank you, Zero Crow, D-Sauce, and Jordan for the super chats. We don't have many resources left. Like, in the game.
Blood contagion.
That's not good for me. All right. I just need an opening for the Jaraxxus, but I don't know. Deck's weird. And has too many minions, so it makes it hard to actually find some breathing room. Yeah, that just ends it. Like, I think that's another situation where, like, the objectively very bad cards that they put in their deck that make their deck worse into nearly every other matchup made it so much better into me. Because, like, I need to be able to burst them down, but they were healing with the Moargs and the statues, and like they're weaker into everything that isn't me, which feels bad. Like I could have just wrote out the damage and like flipped it back with the Drakkari and the Darman, but because they are playing a suboptimal version of the deck, it actually hurt me. We just cannot stop drawing the Jaraxxus.
We have turned our curse into our
Even
strength.
Paladin.
None will
Even
survive.
versus odd. The ultimate showdown.
Reporting for
Redacted, thank you for the super chat.
Infiltrator Vos Deathrattle voice line for new super chat sound. Also, I can't wait to start making money off super chats.
Yeah, you gotta get to work on that YouTube channel if you want to. Thank you, Redacted. Yeah, I'm sure the people that, like, sleep with my streams on and or watch the videos before bed would love an Infiltrator Lily and Boss super chat sound. Teach them to try and get sleep on while I'm creating content.
Reporting for duty.
We just need an actually good big undead. I mean, we have one. 6, 7, 8. That's all of the Weed Lords gone. Don't you always feel like chat is screaming at you, Roffle? Why not make that feeling a reality? Well, that's a fair point.
Reporting for duty.
Predictable.
Job's done.
Where's my Dar'man? I need to learn a life lesson. Alright. Please don't die here. I said please.
Reporting for duty.
I'm dead.
Could we have different sounds for different prices, please? Make Infiltrator like 100, it really is a surprise. Refund.
I'll look into what my options are. It's hard to, like, do. That takes a lot of time to set up, unfortunately.
You face Jaraxxus. You face Jaraxxus. Greed, a Lord of the Burning Legion. Wait, why am I already dead?
Oh, thank you, Lichbane, for the super chat. And Jordan as well. I think, I'm glad that somebody finally sorted out how to, how to add pauses to the super chats. Hey, welcome, Camus. Alright, we keep the Dar'Man. And our minion removal.
None will survive.
Okay. Maybe they'll hit me with that turn 2 Dirty Rat that chat's always on about.
I'm coming.
Do it. Do it, you coward. Hit me with that Dirty Rat. Show you my Baku. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at this point, I'd be happy if they just made any play, but... There we go. Slime? Evolve Shaman, maybe? Could be, but, like, Shudderwalk also just runs the schooling. You're welcome, Luca. Just imagine how much damage we would have taken if it weren't for the sweet upgraded hero power.
We're going on a dangerous voyage. You win.
That's pretty sweet. I do just wish the opponent would play a little bit faster.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Just, like, play the game, please.
Your tour ends here. Your tour ends here.
Fun fact of the day. The longer your message, the more money a super chat message makes you.
Makes me, yeah, you're right. You're right, thank you. Thank you for the clarification. We actually learned that just the other day. Thank you, Lichbane. It's impressive that that this opponent taught their cat how to play Hearthstone. And that's why it's taken them forever to make a singular play. Cat would do way better. Yeah, I guess the cat would probably bat at the end of turn a little bit sooner.
I'm coming, I'm
Free
coming.
money. Rofi E.
E. Hearthstone is full of people's cats playing their game. I mean, yeah, that would explain some of the matches we've had today. Oh god, no. Oh no. I just realized what's going to happen here. And there's no way around it. We're gonna spend all this time and just get primordial waved, and then I'm gonna tilt off of the planet. So. You're welcome, S-Wolf.
More bones to gnaw on.
Okay. Maybe not. Maybe we're fine. Oh, this is the primal wave. Oh my god, that's so tilting. Yeah, they just roping it. That is absolutely hands down the worst opponent I have ever played against in the history of my experience playing Hearthstone. That is so miserable. So miserable that they would do that. Oh my god. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. But that was incredibly tilting. That we had to wait like 5 minutes for that when it should have been a quick game. A sniper? No. Why? In what world would their behavior suggest sniping? They're just obnoxious.
Nazoth versus Uther.
Waited for the wave? I mean, they didn't have an opportunity for the wave prior to that. They were absolutely griefing, but there's no reason to assume that they were sniping. We'll keep this.
None will survive.
Maybe they're on mobile. I mean, a mobile player wouldn't, like, perform actions at the start of the turn and then let the rope burn when they're out of mana, right?
Prepare yourself.
Welcome, my devoted children.
Get down!
Maybe they had to feed their dog? What, for like 6 straight turns? 7 straight turns? Big Paladin? Yeah, I think it's the big pure Paladin.
Reporting for duty.
Len's turn?
Reporting for duty.
Haven't heard of me? You will.
Did draw the Jaraxxus again, so that's neat. We broke the Divine Shield. Oh man, I can't believe we've done it.
Your death brings me joy.
Blood Crusader could come down this turn.
Reporting for duty.
But it did not.
For all I've given, I know my reward.
Alright. There's probably a Rag Light Lord in this deck. We didn't even get the healing off of that I didn't need. Alfonso, thank you for the super chat.
Chat when people play slightly weird, must be a bot. Chat when someone is spending a goldfish's lifetime per turn, whoa there, must be some excuse.
Yeah. That's, welcome to my experience with chat. Thank you, Alfonso, for the super chat. Nice. Oh, look who decided to show up.
Recompense.
I was really hoping to draw it into that touch, but...
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience.
Yeah. Just don't burn the Habeas Corpses, please. That's the second worst burn.
Who knows what secrets will up?
We're not done with you yet.
Fortunately, this only heals 3 now. Because of the Cariel. But if they do want to trade into the Darmans, they do give me healing off of that. Constance, thank you for the super chat.
Streaming at this time of day? Localized entirely.
Yes, it is indeed localized entirely. Thank you for the super chat, Constance.
All are equal under the light.
City tax. Oh. Jordan, thank you for the super chat.
I do my reward.
Play Roffle, if you add the quest line you can no longer play this deck. Isn't that crazy? Sir,
Is that true?
This is a Moon Wendy's.
A Moon Wendy's nuts. Got him. I think I did that right. Thank you for the super chat, Jordan. I could get a Brann here. Or just another one of these.
We're not done with you yet. You're
A little bit short. Questline is banned in WoD? Oh, okay. For some reason, because I'm so used to people spamming me about the disco quest, I assume that's what you meant. But you definitely said questline. Sorry. Don't worry, all the YouTube comments will laugh at me for missing the point entirely. What's your secret on climbing ladders so quick? I've been playing this game for a very long time. And when I try, I'm fairly good at it.
I bring life. Running out of time.
You're undead to me.
Getting there.
Roffle, help. The stream is on fire.
Since when? What? Who lit the match?
Remember
Thanks for the
this
free
day.
content as always, Roffle.
Oh, we're gonna lose this game. No!
No!
No! Oh my god, this deck is so bad! Oh no. Okay.
Voodoo. I do.
The secret is Outcast Demon Hunter, coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, that's one secret, but I usually use a different deck every month that I climb. Oh, this is so miserable. Thank you, Matthew, for the kind words in the super chat. Constance as well, and Jordan. Camille, thank you for the super chat.
You can really hold your own.
Misery. I cannot believe. Oh my god. It's so frustrating to get that close with a deck this bad and still lose.
Nazoth versus Anduin. A just cause is always worth fighting for.
All eyes shall be open.
Christopher, thank you for the super chat.
Gen X, fumbled last chat. Keep it up, ignore chat.
Thank you. I'll do my... Well, then do I have to ignore what you just said? Because you had some kind words. Wait, this is live. No, it's not. Don't be ridiculous. There's no way to prove that. What is going on? It's more like Concede Warlock. Congratulations, you are the 350th person to make that in the span of the last 15 seconds. Like, I'm sorry. But if you couldn't just look at this deck and realize it was going to lose a lot of games. Oh, okay, I'm just done. I'm done. Actually losing my mind. Yes, a bad deck is bad. I don't know, like, you're not coming to some grand realization by announcing that into chat when I'm on the back of a very frustrating loss.
Yes, ignore anything not positive. Smiley face.
Okay, I'll do my best, but it's becoming more and more difficult the more and more I play this deck. Because there's a very sad, pathetic contingency of chat that just, like, spends their time waiting for these moments so that they can jump on them and like make streamer man irritated instead of just like enjoying the stream like the majority of people do. At least the shard is gone.
Your death brings me joy.
Thank you. True.
I got beat by turn 1 inner fire on a tour guide.
Chat, please remember to submit your time cards and ticket metrics for employee reviews. Please note that joke originality is a component this quarter.
Oh no, there's gonna be some mass layoffs at Super Chat Incorporated soon.
N'Zoth versus Illidan.
The Legion's rage pales before mine.
All eyes shall be opened.
Play a game in casual. No! Did you consider that?
None will survive. Here for the tour?
New rule, all criticism must be paid for. Make to send at least red super chats so that Mr. Streamer Man can use the money and hire a therapist.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I believe that requiring payment for criticism is actually the Twitter method, and things seem to be going well there, so might as well reuse that. Well, I was falling asleep, but look, I agree, it was pretty rude of that chatter to set me off like that.
I see.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
That is scary.
If 3 rights make a left.
My blood boils for war.
It also sometimes runs silence, but I don't really have the opportunity to wait.
Eight equals D.
8 e- It's a penis. Job's done. Thank you, Constance, for the super chat. Are they just desperately looking for a silence effect here?
He's using the deck you were using.
It's true. It's true. That's how I know it's scary. I don't think they quite understand how that card works.
Here for the tour?
All right. This maybe helps me stabilize here. And I've got more removal. I've got 2 more Darmans queued up. And I've also got a Drakkari Enchanter in there. So we've got a lot of healing left to go. Which the opponent's deck does struggle against. This is the second time somebody's quit the game before. Like when I finally get ahead. Oh my god, what an absolute nightmare. Very cool. Let's do some science at least. Nice. Scared the opponent away? Yeah, that's what happens when I shout.
Recompense.
Imagine rage quitting to Odd Warlock. I mean, we've been getting BM'd by everyone as well. People have no respect for Odd Warlock. To be fair, it has a pretty solid, it's not correct. So 3 out of 18. Oh my god. We've been getting not only is the deck bad, but we've had some really frustrating opponents along the way as well.
The light shall bring victory.
All eyes shall be open.
None will survive.
All right. We just need to cheat our big minion into play before the opponent cheats their big minion into play.
Must move quickly.
Krister, thank you for the super chat.
Impressing my GF with live chat. Say hi to Lena, smiley face.
Hi to Lena, smiley face. Also, I mean, you're really just flexing on chat right now. Throwing money on all over the place talking about your girlfriend. Show off. This is gonna probably be a quick loss. I think I would have preferred Big Priest in this matchup right now. This is unbearable how many times this has happened. Why can't people just play the video game that we're playing? Killer Knight, thank you for the super chat.
Played a Death Knight with you, discard Warlock and got exact lethal with 54 damage. Thought I'd tried to cheer you up with that.
That's impressive. Impressive. Congratulations. I hope you didn't count. Because then I would be disappointed in you.
Here for the tour?
Unfortunately, I've probably already lost the game, just because they have so many spells in hand. There's no way that they don't have a quick combo. Like, it's possible that they could even kill me with, like, just the tour guide.
I did.
You did count or you didn't? It's an important distinction. Alright, let's get silenced so that I can get out of this game quicker. Counting past 10, the number 10 is hard? Yeah, you run out of fingers. Like, what are you even supposed to do? Literally impossible. You did count? I'll let it slide because he gave me money.
I have GF, but also am GF. I am the next evolution.
Constance, truly existing on a different plane right now. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, what is going on now?
Recompense.
I think I have to kill it. Because they kill me with it otherwise. But I don't actually have a way to kill it. Is this a shadow spell? No, it's fell.
The veil wanes.
Oh, guess we die.
Job's done.
I used to have a GF, but I wifed her.
You did what now? I don't know if you're allowed to admit to those types of crimes, sir. Congratulations, Benno. Alright. We didn't die.
Recompense.
Wow.
Wow. Alright, no minions on board, so we can't die yet. Do I have to take a gamble? Yeah. I do. Please don't kill me.
We're not done with you yet.
Wow. And we're dead.
Fabrics fit for Her Majesty. Tell me, Minnow, have you done as I asked?
Well played.
Alright. I cannot keep doing this to myself. I'm just gonna give it a few more tries because this is just pure misery.
Nazoth versus Uther. I will fight.
I think everything is just like spiraling, especially my frustration after that pure paladin game where we could not close it out. Oh my god, we've got a good hand. Krister, thank you for the super chat.
Not flexing. Watched you for years. Just approval.
I know, I was just making a joke, but I appreciate the support, Krister. Got the cards I need in hand already. Ideally. There's that Jaraxxus again. Are there any mechs that silence?
Observe, analyze, engage. Observe, analyze, engage.
Hand buff Dragon Pally Wild. Less than 33,333.
That is a number that is less than. Thank you for the super chat, Wizzy.
Don't worry, Krista. I am flexing enough for chat.
I mean, someone's got it. Thank you, Constance. Hand buff, like, is that what you were hoping the opponent was playing?
Initializing descent.
I don't understand the hand buff paladin thing. Okay, wait.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
We do get some decent healing here. Which if I can keep doing, I might not die. Emphasis on the might.
Reporting for duty.
The veil wanes.
It should get us there, right?
Recompense.
Or if I trade differently, though. Take more damage off the table and leave them with fewer board spaces.
Recompense.
Okay. Just need to survive this turn. We're fine. We're fine. Please don't be Hansomatic. I will lose it. 2 off. Oh my god, we did it. We're fine. Okay, now please tell me there's not a failure rate. Well.
Haven't heard of me? You will.
Yes. That works just as well.
Well, recompense.
Ooh. Oh, and the opponent even stuck around. Oh my god. Oh. And all it cost me was my sanity.
Random data point, prefer YouTube stream. Not sober.
Hey, appreciate that, Krister. Hope you're enjoying your weekend.
Zoth versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
I feel your roots in the deep, awakening the nightmare.
None will survive.
Ah.
I see you brought guests.
Spectre, thank you for the super chat.
Most of these mech cards are in standard right now. Why are they good enough in wild but not there?
Mech Warper and Galvanizer. Like, the mana cheat is the reason they're so good in wild. Okay, we hit the Dar'Khan again. Maybe I shouldn't actually be tapping here. Is that crazy? Like, I don't want to get you know. I was right to be hesitant. It's fine. Just dump a bunch of these. And then I want to do what I can to maximize damage against a druid. I'm sorry, what? Okay, now I'm kind of concerned about a random silence effect. So let's just do this. Sure. Like, I know I probably shouldn't be, but like the sketchy is so weird. Like, I'm just...
My hand is full.
I could have used that. That's gonna make it hard to maximize damage. Reno Druid? Yeah, good guess. We lost a Drakkari Enchanter as well. We've missed out on quite a bit of damage already. Or we've had quite a lot of damage deleted because we could have used the Tamsin with the corpses. Use the Naturalize. But we have the Reanimator.
We're not done with you yet.
Just dump cards where I can. I need to brand that. And I want to Drakkari Enchanter these.
Time has come to dethrone our former master.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
Recompense!
Yeah. I don't think we're getting there. I'm just gonna shove the Jaraxxus next turn though and start chopping away at their health total that way.
You face Jaraxxus, Eridon Lord of the Burning Legion! Job's done.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
That's game. Absolutely unreal.
Recompense!
Salty? Yeah, but you're stupid, so at least I'll be in a good mood later. That was a winnable game. Had that, Had that Brann been able to come down?
Nazoth versus Maiev!
None can escape my fury.
All eyes shall be over.
Alright. At least our hero power doesn't damage us against this pirate rogue, right? Not Q again, try like rest. Yeah, I think that's what would be good for the stream, is if I just like didn't play the game that people came here to watch me play. Good suggestion.
Hail, friend.
Welcome, my devoted children.
Amazing.
Prize Pillager Rogue? I don't think Pillager Rogue is ever going to want to run more cards in their deck. That would be outrageous.
You here for the tour? You here for the tour?
Amazing.
I think I would have preferred a Pirate Rogue, but I haven't seen one in almost 2.5 hours. Chat is weird. I'm sure you can make a sleeping stream. Well, I mean, chat being weird is exactly why I would never do a sleeping stream.
Your tour ends here.
Yeah, so far I've found 0 of the pieces I need to win this game. We'll say that after 3 hours, the Plague of Flames is a no-go. Oh, and we're getting to the point where people are suggesting I cut core cards in the deck now.
Amazing.
More meat.
Ever have nightmares about Hearthstone? I'm in one right now. I can't win this game. It's too much. That's more damage than I'm able to do.
Unconscious body.
I mean, sometimes you can't be trusted with my conscious body. Oh god, I'm losing it. Please just give me a pirate rogue, for the love of God.
Nazoth versus the Thunder King!
I am the slayer of kings and gods. Servant of the Titans.
Okay.
Your time has come.
Got a good hand for even shaman, but I do have to have something to kill the slime, or I run the risk of getting devolved.
I see you've brought gifts.
None will survive.
Why is it never aggro? My deck is anti-aggro and there's no aggro.
Physical asset is our most valuable resource at this time. You would be in safe hands. At least until GPT-4 comes out.
Oh, okay. So it's good to know what my expiration date is. Wouldn't Pirate Rogue just farm this deck? All of my deck is removal. And then healing. I'm desperate for a Pirate Rogue. This deck is built with Pirate Rogue in mind, and I've cubed into 0.
Your tour ends here.
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
I came here for Wendy's, free super chats and memes. I empathize with your struggle as a hardcore Gwent player.
Appreciate it, Jordan. One day we'll queue into the right matchup, though. And then it's over. At least you're not seeing Secret Mages. That's actually true. That's the one. Oh, God. I'm gonna get potentially Mutanus next turn, and I'm really tilted. Yep, there it comes. Okay. Does reduce some of my damage, but probably the best target for me. It's the best target for me for sure. Still do have to dodge a devolve here, or I lose the video game. It's annoying, but fine. Largo talks. No. I play Backfire, not the draw 3, discard 1 from the Lich King expansion, because Backfire is better. Hope that helps.
Recompense.
I need this dead if I'm going to have a chance at winning this game. Drawing 3 cards is better than drawing 2 cards for 3 mana.
I ain't talking. Wanna see the voodoo I do?
Again, that's kind of a bummer, but probably second best outcome at least.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
That was a Plague of Murlocs that we just saw. Have we seen a duplicate yet? Yeah, we've seen double Climefish.
My time has come to give everything I've got.
You say Quest Mage is top tier now? Probably not. At least not at most ranks. Like I gained one new card.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
We're not done with you yet.
Alright. Got another Habeas Corpses. I'm out of Dar'Kari Enchanter, so that's gonna be a problem. So is that.
For all I've given, I do my reward.
A really bad spot. 3, 6, 9, 11. Also unfortunate for me. Especially with that outcome. Yeah, I need to find Jaraxxus, but the problem is, like, Astrolore or Shudderwalk just decimate me.
Frost bites sharper than fang.
What's this one? Alright, I need to try and burst as best as I can.
I'm 7 minutes ahead.
It's fine. That answers to that.
I see. You face Jaraxxus, Eredon Lord of the Burning Legion.
Got 16 from hand right now. Constance, thank you for the super chat.
Have you tried wrestling your opponent, Grapple?
The healing. Oh god, the healing. I'll give it a try. The grappling, that is.
Predictable.
Wait, that's the one that they picked?
Recompense.
I have the one Reanimator left, but they do heal for 6 here is the problem. That's fine.
We're not done with you yet.
We can do this. We can do it. I don't think that saves them, does it?
I will silence their screams.
Still fine, but they do, I think, have a vendor in there, right?
It's running out of cards.
Pigeons unite, JK it's me Skynet.
Oh, they got heal again! Oh my god. D-Sauce. Oh my god, no! Okay, I think I have to do this. It kills the Shudderwalk, it leaves this on board.
I'm due my reward.
Thank you, D-Sauce, for the, for the super chat. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Does it always come down to the wire like this? Oh my god.
I'm out of
I shouldn't have played the tour guide then. That was dumb. I didn't check their hero power first. They have 2 more minions from the schooling. Is this the taunts? Taunts.
Why are we here? Lamau got 'em.
Oh, I've been asking myself that for quite a while now. Thank you, Constance. Wait, that could help me. Wait, maybe that's good. Hey, Sognusman.
Such a perfect specimen.
How shall I destroy you?
Are you telling me this doesn't actually get bigger when that happens? The problem is they have double... Oh god, they have double schooling minion and the hero power. I'm dead, right? I take 3, 6, 9... Oh my god, no! No way! Are you kidding me?
Did I just turn 50k up?
After all that I've been through today, this is... Wait, they botched it. They botched it.
That was quite a stinker.
They miss. Oh my god. They threw harder than Odd Warlock.
The Roffle rabble babbled and haggled and Roffle